Number one, there is no White House trio. That was my phone calling. Hi everyone, my name is Navi. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McKiston. It has been a book that I have wanted to read for a while. I tried initially and something happened. I couldn't finish it. So I went back and tried again at the beginning of the year, and I finished it about 2 weeks ago, and then I felt like I needed to watch the movie just to see how it compared, to understand if it was accurate or not. So, and the biggest thing that I noticed were there were so many differences between the movie and the book. And I felt like it really needed to be mentioned. So here are top 10 things that I noticed about the difference between the book and the movie. Let's get started. Starting out with number one, there is no White House trio. So those of you who aren't familiar with the book, the main character, Alex, whose mother recently became the president of the United States, has a sister named June and a best friend named Nora. Those three comprised of the White House trio. They were labeled that in the media. They were a huge thing for the campaign, and they were a huge opportunity for Alex and Prince Henry and their development throughout their relationship. So I was really bummed when I realized there wasn't any White House trio. They were very, very fundamental to the story. So it made me really angry. Right? Yeah. See, Spencer agrees. Spencer, I know you agree, but I gotta do this. It made me really sad. And Spencer agrees. Number two, Alex in the book is still very much in the closet. He doesn't even realize that he's bi, until much, much later after Henry kisses him, and he decides, oh wait, shit, I should look at my previous experiences. Oh wait, there was this guy that I was in love with and had a semi sort of sexual relationship with. He doesn't realize he's bi until way later. Whereas in the movie, he ends up knowing it but just hiding it, and was at some point sleeping with the journalist, and there was just all kinds of weird things in the movie that were absolutely not true. So he was definitely in the closet until way later. Number three, there is no Miguel Ramos. I don't know where he came from and why he was there. I'm assuming he was supposed to be similar to Rafael Luna, who was he's the US Senator that Alex helps elect and gains more experience for his campaign. Luna is supposed to be his basic mentor, the person he wants to emulate as he grows up. Miguel Ramos is just a sleazy journalist. I was not okay with that because Rafael Luna was supposed to be this really cool, complex character. He had a backstory about how he got kicked out of his family. His family kicked him out because he was gay. And yeah, I know. That's Spencer agreeing with me. He's very vocal today. I understand why some people might have thought that it would be too much for a movie, but I still felt that he added quite a bit of elements. The negative parts that happen when you do come out, and I felt that Luna's story was definitely worth mentioning. And I know! So I think they did him a disservice by not including him on the story. Number four, the parents were divorced in the book. I did not appreciate that they were not in the movie. I felt that it also added an element to Alex's background, that he missed his father and he missed the family dynamic. Even though he really liked his new stepfather, he still really felt like he was missing quite a bit from his father. And I thought that actually added a lot of element to his story, especially because even in the movie, he has a chain with the key from his home. It wasn't just about the home. He missed the time that he had with his family members and his father. So I felt that, again, that was not added to the element. That's not okay. Number five, Okay, I know this is a thing. I think a lot of there's so many memes out there about it, but the ages and how the actors, the kinds of actor that played the main characters. So Alex in the book is 20, Henry is 23. The actors that played them at best or at the lowest really were like 25. They're a lot older than they're in the actual life, and they definitely don't look 20 or 23. They definitely look a lot older. So it's not a big deal, but there's definitely a huge difference between the two. Number 6. In the book, it's actually Alex who wants to keep things a lot more casual than Henry. Alex doesn't want to get his feelings hurt and doesn't really want to make a bigger deal out of it because he's not ready to accept his sexuality and all of those other things that come with it. But it's Alex who doesn't want to move forward with the relationship, not Henry, who is very much gay. Number 7, and this one bothered me quite a bit. I don't know why. As much as I love Stephen Fry, I'm sorry, but the Majesty is supposed to be the queen. I'm assuming it's supposed to be similar to, at that time, Queen Elizabeth. I felt that that actually took quite a bit of element out of the book and into the bigger changes, but I really expected it to be a female. Which takes us to number 8. Henry's best friend, who is supposed to be this genius nonprofit owner, multiple billion-dollar person, his name is not Percy. It is Pez. Pez is cool. Percy's eh. I just expected him to be a little bit more. He's supposed to get together with June, not Nora, for one. And he's supposed to be in love with June, basically. I expected a little bit more from that than Percy. Percy's kind of blah. Number 9, and this is a really big one, I feel like. So when Henry leaves Alex at the end there, when he's like, no, this is too much for me. I need to get away. I'm not ready for this kind of relationship. I can't come out to my family and the world, and I don't want to hide it and everything else. Alex storms the Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace? One of the palaces there. And is like, no, you need to come out here and you need to talk to me. He causes a huge stir. Whereas in the movie, he's just invited and like, yeah, please do come on in and let's talk and let's have a little jolly chat. That's not how it goes in the book. It's a huge drama and a huge issue. Then finally, Alex is able to talk to Henry. So yeah, not cool. Kind of left some of the drama out. And for a big bonus, one other thing that happens is it is not Raphael, the journalist in the movie. One, he doesn't even exist in the book. It's actually Richards, the presidential candidate from the other line that says and leaks all of the stories for Alex and Henry. It's supposed to be the scheme to bring down the current president and not help her win, when in actuality it ends up actually helping them in their favor and winning. So it was a huge thing. They shouldn't have done it, but it definitely isn't Raphael. It's supposed to be Richardson, and Alex gets to know about it from Luna. So definitely not okay. And 10, last but not the least, and I feel like it plays a huge role, is that in the end, the very end, in the book, Henry ends up being one of the main founders for a nonprofit that Pez runs and appoints him in New York City. Henry ends up buying this brownstone, whereas Alex, on the other hand, decides that he doesn't want to be in the campaign anymore, and he goes and is attempting to go to NYU's law school, and he feels like he can get in. He had already taken the LSATs. So compare that to the movie where Alex is supposed to be this campaign manager. I thought that they actually did a disservice to Alex on this one again, because it's supposed to be this pivotal moment for him to understand that he doesn't need to be anything else. He doesn't have to be in politics. He has other ways to do what he wants. He might not be able to be a senator just yet, but he wants to go to law school and be able to change these laws that can ultimately benefit LGBT community. So to take that out and make him into a campaign manager, I thought that it was kind of a letdown for his characters. And there you have it. These are the 10 things that I thought were, well, 11 really, things that I thought were not accurate in the movie versus the book. I'm sure there are multiple other things that are not accurate, but I still thought, honestly, that the book, while good, I gave it 3 out of 5. It's just my average score versus the movie, which I gave a 3.5 or like a 7 out of 10 for a movie, was actually really good. I was really surprised that I liked the movie more than I liked the book. So if honestly, if you're considering reading it, it's good, but I do believe that the movie actually does a better job of conveying the relationship and the chemistry between the two main characters to be able to showcase how things are happening, why, and just to understand their own dynamic. I think the movie does a better job of it. Unfortunately, I think the side characters were a little limited because they didn't add in the White House trio. They didn't add a little bit of character, actually not a lot of character to Felicity, or the Royal Highness. The mother isn't even mentioned. Not like she's supposed to basically threaten the Royal Majesty, to say that she needs to support, or otherwise she will probably go and try to take the throne. I felt like that's a major part that they should have added to that story, but it is what it is. But if you are thinking about watching the movie, I highly recommend it. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's a very easy, quick movie. I really enjoyed watching it. I thought that they did a pretty good job. It's one of the better LGBT movies that I've watched versus some of the other ones that I wasn't a huge fan of. It's still like a Disney type movie, so I don't know if it's like one of the stellar movies, but it's still a really cute story. Do I think that it's like a masterpiece, Oscar-winning movie? No, but I still think it's worth watching. If you're still considering watching the movie, I would highly recommend it, especially because it's only 2 hours long. I don't think you'll be wasting your time. It's not the best movie in the world, but I still think it's worth watching. If you've already watched the movie, let me know what you think about it. If you've read the book and did both, let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. Thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Debbie. Thank you. Of Alex and Henry, Prince Henry. I had to take a break. My wife came and talked to me. And then she started shouting at my cat. And then we had to take a break. I had to come back. But starting off with number 1.